have another event we have to go to tonight. My good, amazing friend Candess, is her 30th birthday. She's having a animal theme party. So can you guess what animal I'm gonna go as? Yeah, let's just get dressed real quick because I think I have roughly like an hour and a half to get ready before I have to head over to her hotel and do her face because I'm gonna do my girl up and nice and right. All right, so let's go get changed. I kind of want to go for like a feline-esque vibe. Yeah, we're gonna do the base routine real quick. I'm gonna speed through her and then I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do to my eye. Okay. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. So I did my base routine just a tad bit different this time. You guys know that I've been doing underpainting, but this time I definitely did cover my concealer spots first, especially around the mouth area. Then I applied my foundation and then I applied my cream bronzer. I knew that I didn't want the bronziness to hide underneath the foundation, so I did apply that last because I knew that I really wanted to be really, really warm for tonight, okay? We give it Lioness. Roar. Yes, raw XD. I know I look a little crazy. I'm baking a little bit. I decided to do my base routine a little different this time because, you know, I've been underpainting lately. However, now I'm just reinforcing. I'm going to bake because with the eye that I'm doing, I'm not sure if it's going to have fallout or not. So we're going to see. That way it just saves me from having any type of like trickling, you know, cuteness on the rest of my face. So I'm just reinforcing that bronzing with this bronzing powder. And then I'm going to let me get my brows out the way real quick. I'm just going to smooth that down with the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I'm so excited for tonight. Candy Pants is a well-rounded woman, period, point blank. She's just badass, period. Love her down. If there's someone to ever look up to in this area, it's freaking Candess. So what I'm going to start out first with my eyes. I did layer a light layer of foundation over top of my eyes. That way, whatever I put on there has something to stick to, but also too, I still want to keep my natural shade a little bit underneath for how I'm going to do my eyes. So I'm going to start off with my bronzer and I'm just going to mimic, over top of that cream bronzer that I had added already right here. I'm going to go in the outer corner first and I'm just going to fade that and pack that in the outer V of my eye and flick outwards to create that elongated effect because I really want to get feline tonight. And then I'm going to brush her into my crease. If you need help finding your crease, just look and find your eye socket. Not necessarily natural creases or folds in your eye, but your actual eye socket, and that will be your crease. For whenever you do an eye look, I'm just going to diffuse that up close to my brow.
She's really good.
So first I'm going to take my Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Metals palette. Usually you have like a mixing medium. You can mix it with it. I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to go in with this bronzy gold shade and this yellow gold shade right here. And I am going to dust that over. Look how pretty that is, first of all. That's so freaking pretty. I'm going to dust that over the main area of my lid. I love using my fingers for metals, foils, shimmers, because I feel like they actually capture the true essence of what other product you're using beautifully. Mainly keeping concentrated in like the center and a little bit in the front, like tapping in the front. I just refound this palette like a month ago. I haven't used this palette in so long and I'm so happy I found it because I thought I gave it away and I was like, why the fuck would I do that? Because I actually wanted to use it, so that's pretty. I just want like a dusting of that. Ugh. I am going to use this new AVH palette in Spice. If you guys know me, you know I no longer support AVH, but I was sent this in PR, so I'm just going to give it a use. It is a really, really pretty palette, but I will also put on the screen an alternative to use if you don't want to use this. So I'm going to use this center shade. It's like a duochrome. It's like a gold and green reflex. It's really freaking pretty. And I'm going to pop that, focusing more on the center of the lid and tapping that on there. Gosh, that's gorgeous. And this is more of like a foily, almost like glittery. The metals is more of like a softer flattened foil. And this is more glittery, yep. I think that is so pretty. I think I'm going to deepen the outer V area and I'm gonna add a little bit of brown in the inner corner too. So what brush do I want to take? I think I'm going to take this dual-ended Makeup by Mario brush. This is the E6 brush. You know what? Nara sent me this palette, and I think it's a face palette, actually. It's the Laguna Ultimate Face Palette. I think I'm going to try this bronzer shade in the middle as a deeper brown. It just looks so soft. Yeah, that's pretty. And I'm just working this closest to my lash line in that outer V, but like keeping it more controlled in this area rather than fanned out how I did the bronzer before. And I am going to pat majority of the concentrated shadow here first, and then I'm going to flick outwards, elongating and deepening that line that's like right here. I like how chocolatey this bronzer is. That's pretty. I will just be doing my underlashes today. I'm gonna be using my brown ones so I can show you my brown ones finally. I'm dipping back into my bronzer real quick, just to fade more of the brown in the inner corner. You know, I've been way more optimistic lately, and as long as I set myself up for greatness and go into it with like an open and free spirit, I know I'm gonna attract the people who I'm meant to connect with. So yeah, that's how I'm going into this with that mindset. I do want to keep this browner, so I'm not going to go with a black for the liner. I am going to take my Lancome Idole Ultra Precise Waterproof Liner in the shade Matte Syrup Brown. And I hope I have enough of this because I noticed I was kind of running out. I'm just going to focus this on the outer V. I'm just going to create a straight line, not even trying to create a wing line just yet, or at all really. Create a straight line down my lash line, and then when I get to this outer V part, on the under part, I'm just going to flick outwards to create a line to further define that line I've been building. I do want to have a lighter hand with this, that way that flicking motion is more airbrushed and seamless rather than like looking too placed. And that way it creates like a really thin line too. I love a brown liner. Like, don't get me wrong, black is classic, but a brown giving that same defined effect, but it's just softer. Victoria Monet ate when she made that her favorite color. Same with my dad. I'll never forget on Father's Day when we were younger and in preschool. We made like our parents like little plates, get to know them type thing. And my dad, for his favorite color, it said brown. And I always questioned, I was like, you can be more like a yellow. I'm like, brown. Like, no, but he ate with that. Ate. So I do want to do a little bit of a faux cat eye wing in the inner corner, but I'm wondering if I should do that in black. Because last time I did this, brown didn't show up as good as I wanted it to. Alrighty, so I'm gonna focus on the lower part of my eye and just flick inward, almost mimicking what's already there. Because brown's pretty, but like I feel like it doesn't give me the full effect that I need. I think I may need to do it with my black. So I'm gonna take my Tattoo liquid black liner. But the rest of my lower lash line, I'm going to line with the brown. Yeah. Like simple. Yeah. It almost has like a berry undertone. Is this a berry? It is a berry. Oh, what you do to one side, you gotta do the other. Wow, that's a beautiful berry tone though. But I'm not trying to get vampire tonight, really. Here's another brown. This is in the shade Mambo. That's like a chocolate brown. Yeah. Okay, that honestly makes it more chocolatey. Like it makes it like a red undertone chocolate.
Bomber clap.
I can't wait to show you guys like more of what I've been up to, because I know I just kind of like jumped back in after my hiatus of 7 years. And a lot has happened since then. So I will definitely be doing a reintroducing myself type of video. So just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I think this is a gorgeous eye. It's one of my fave shades. It's my holy grail in my kit. Yeah. And I'm just going to deepen that a little bit more. Also helps out that chocolate brown liner. Not too much mascara, I just want to prep my lashes a little bit and get some of that powder off of them. I'm more concentrated towards the outer corner so I can get that like snatched effect. I got this pack from Amazon. The sizes are, it goes from 10 to 16. I've been using them. They're my faves. They also have like a little spike in it, so it makes it look a little flirty. So I will take a little bit of what's left of my Kiss Falscara sealant or bond glue and coat just the middle to outer part of my lashes with it. But honestly too, if you don't have like a bonder or whatever glue for under lashes and stuff like that and for clusters, babes, just use your regular lash glue. It's not gonna hurt. It's totally fine. I usually go in with my super strong clear one, the Lash Couture one from Kiss. It does the job well. Once you go all the way up to 16, it kind of curls a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna do 14 and 12. I also like how my black mascara underneath the brown lash clusters are gonna give it like some depth. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a 12. If I have space for a third one, I'll do another 12 probably. Actually, I think I will go all the way down to 10. That way it's like seamless going back to my natural lashes. Honestly, this is like my favorite way to wear lashes now. I can't do regular strips anymore on me, or you'll rarely see me do them. Like I did them recently for a shoot and that was it. But you see how that looks? Like, oh, love it. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of orange blush. And y'all know I'm not a highlighter girl whatsoever, but we're gonna see how I feel. I have this Benefit Butterfly orange brush. It's like so pretty. It's a little reflective too, so honestly, this could count as my highlighter as well. And I'm actually gonna apply it right where I apply my bronzer, like right on top of it. And go a little bit in the inner area. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in 385. Just tap it like once. Well, twice. And then I'm just going to tap that over here to just blend a little bit of my nose and make it look less harsher, but still defined. Boom. Period. So for those of you guys know what I've been doing, I've been using my NARS products. I'm going to take Strip Down first as my transition brown shade. She's been getting her work in, honey. I love how matte these are. It's like, once they're matte, unless you apply something on top. Fade it in the inner corners a little bit. I'm gonna take what I actually use in my waterline this time. So Mambo, I'm going to define the outer line just to make it look fuller. I only overline above my Cupid's bow when I want like a fuller, plumper top lip, like more of like a Brat Stall type of look. I don't overline any other part. I'm going to first take a little bit of my concealer. I'm just gonna if you go back to my videos I already have on my channel, you see I do this. Like your perfect nude lip is using your concealer and some cute brown liners and keeping it pushing. With my clients, what I usually do is that first shade that I put on my lip, I'll take whatever cream bronzer I use on them and do the same thing. Those metals that I use and that gold that I use on my lid and apply that on my lip. I think first I want to set the concealer a little bit. Hold on. Do a light swiping motion like that. Pretty. I'm gonna actually pop a gloss just right in the center over top of that. So this is a gold gloss. This is NARS's gloss in A-Lister. And to add emphasis to what I just put on. So for the perfumeries tonight, I'm going to layer first my Madagascar Vanilla Nest Oil. It's giving browns, babe. It's giving gourmand. Put that on my key points. And do one behind the neck, on the wrist. Let that do its thing real quick. I'm going to take my Nest. This is my seasonal fragrance. I'm about to get the full size. Well, I really want the full size. This is a vanilla bourbon. I love it so much. Girl, there's always an apple receipt. This one's a little strong, so I might sneeze. I got Replica by the fireplace because I really want to give like a little sexy. This is the 1 ounce bottle. And I'm just gonna lightly like spray this further away. So it's like a dusting of it. Yes. Oh, and that like ties in with like the bourbon and the vanilla bourbon one. Like it really adds a muskiness to it. So yeah, this is the face, baby. Get into her. It's close up with the ears, yeah. I honestly might leave the ears off just because of they look a little childish. I might let the rest of me do the speaking and the tail when I take my coat off. Yeah. Got my stuff, yeah. Here's the full fit. I decided on my cream boots and my tail is in the back. Cute, waiting on my oopski. I'll see y'all when I get to Candess. All right, y'all, on to my Candy Pants' face. We started out with the NARS Soft Matte Foundation and Marquise's. Moved on to their Laguna Bronzer in 04. And I added a Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's my go-to in my kit in Mocha. And then we used the One Size Visionary palette, which I absolutely love and hate that it's discontinued. I was like, where the heck is it at other than eBay? And we used my favorite NYX lip combo. Breathe for me. Breathe out. Yes, ma'am. I don't have my mirror. We moved on to actually having fun. Poured up some Sir Davis, and she took amazing pictures, and I'll tag the photographer on screen. He did an absolutely amazing job. Now let's go on to the party, shall we?